Welcome back to the Electricians Tool channel. This is part 2 of an ongoing series of we're just talking about learning books that I've read and they've read that I'm gonna show you guys that some of you guys who maybe just starting out in electrical field or electronic field may help you guys. Book that I've read and tested and it raised my knowledge up to a higher level. These books that I'm about to show you have bought me extra money on and off the job, promotions on and off the job. It took me from being out in the field for doing electrical work to becoming an electrical supervisor on a job because of my knowledge. So just stay tuned, bear with me, and we'll get through this. Without further notice, I'm gonna put this on the side. I just had this here to get you guys' attention. And now this is my Variac transformer. And I'm gonna move this out of the way. In fact, that's what I'll be using when I be testing my multimeters and comparing them and so on and so forth. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a list of some books, men, and you know, I'm gonna just go through them. And you guys gonna have to stop the video somewhere down the line on your own time and just get the names and the authors. I'm gonna try my best to do that, but it's gonna be on y'all to get the names. And if I'm moving too fast, just leave me a comment and I'll try to research the book you're talking about and answer your question. Okay, without further ado, I'm just going to some books that may help you guys make transitions from the field, electrical field, out doing bending conduit and things like that, and to move to much more advanced electrical PLCs, VFD drives, and motor drives, and things like that. If this video may not be for everybody, but some of you may get something out of it, others may not. You know, well, that's that. Here's one of the books right here by Robert G. Middleton. It's Troubleshooting Electronic Equipment Without Service Data. Sometimes we run into a machinery or whatever it may be and we don't have the schematics for it. Well, this book here will help you do that. And I guess you say, did you read that book? Yeah, I've been doing this for a long time. And no, I don't read all these books in one day, but I have read it in my spare time. Got the wisdom I needed out of these books, and I'm passing it on to my son. And has he been through all these books I'm about to show you? No, but he's been through at least about 1/3 of them. At least about 1/3 of them. That's why I invested my money into him, and he wanted to go into the HVAC field, and I know he's going to be great. Anyway, here's another book, Electronic Troubleshooting. And this, all the books I'm showing is not all about just electronic. You have electrical in here also. So those of you that don't have nothing to do with these electronic or whatever, you know, just bear with me. It may or may not have something for you guys, but those who want to learn, it's right here. Electronic Troubleshooting. And it's by Daniel R. Tumal, T-O-M-A-L, and Neil, N-E-A-L-S, Widmer, W-I-D-M-E-R. Electronics Workshop Companion for hobbyists. Stan Jabilisco, okay, for hobbyists. How to diagnose and fix everything electronic. Okay, and this is by Michael J. Gear. All right. Electrical repairs. Now I know most of us do basic electric, but it's not bad to have these kind of books around. So I got this book too. All right. RV electrical systems. There are systems in the trailer homes and the RVs. You know, they still have a hot, common, and a ground wire, but the components are a little bit different. Made a little bit different. So we want to know how, you know, just what's going on. I thought this is a unique book, so I had to get it because I do work on RVs sometimes. RVs and even how to ground them. You know, how to put a ground wire on an RV. It must be grounded in order for sometimes some components to work correctly. All right, and this one, Troubleshooting Electrical and Electronic Systems. Let me see, I'm trying to get that glare off the That may help you guys, okay? Troubleshooting electrical and electronic systems. It's by Glenn A. Mazur and Thomas E. Proctor. Okay. This book here, Soars. And it's a book on grounding and bonding, which is very important, whether you're doing electronics or electrical, which is, they're so close together. It's by the International Association of Electrical Inspectors. This is a real good book. It tells you how to ground, how much resistance when you test your grounding rod and what have you, which should be grounded, and what's and the importance of grounding. Let's go to this one. The story, Electronics for Industrial Electricians. If you plan on being 40, 45 years old, still toting 4-inch pipe up a ladder and try to screw it to a wall, or else on a scissor lift, well, okay, it's for, but learn this kind of stuff. It will separate you from, the other guys. It will put you in an office, if that's where you want to be, put you behind a lab table, an electronic lab table, and you'll be the one making the money, and when you learn this kind of stuff. It works, fellas. I've done it, and it worked for me. Reading Schematics. Reading Schematics by Robert J. Trazer and Anna Lisk. Reading Schematics. All right. Even this, Learn to Solder. You want that kind of stuff. You want to do, and this is by O'Reilly, you want to learn about the PLC fundamentals and troubleshooting. I've been all through this book. As you see, I've been all through this book, man, writing down notes and so, you want to know about that? That's PLCs, all right? You want to know about how to build circuits, electronic circuits. That's the Encyclopedia of Electronic Circuits. When you're troubleshooting and you have the schematics, you want to know just how certain about electronic circuits, encyclopedia. Most circuits that you run across today, they are listed, so that'll help you out. Okay, and how about Oscilloscope Handbooks? You want to learn how to do that. You want to be a well-rounded electrician. So, okay, that'll teach you that. How about electronic components? You want to check that out. How about industrial motor controls? We have that, electrician. You want to check that out. How about the test instruments? You want to know about every test instrument that's out there. How to use them. How to use them. You want this book. You need these books. Test instruments. How about instrumentation? You want to learn about that. I've been all through highlighting. I want to learn about these things here. I've been highlighting this stuff here. You want to know about this kind of stuff as an electrician. I'm not talking like I'm trying to put nobody down, man. Please don't get that. I am not like that. I'm just telling you the stuff that's very important. Just for PLCs, programmable logic controllers. You want to get these books. That's the author right there. Okay. Get another one. I think I showed you, and this is the other book, Electronic Logic Circuits. You want to get these books. How about manual of electronic serving and test measurements. Some more books. Okay. How about Introduction to Electronics? You want to check this book out. And have some nice stuff in here too. Okay. Also, here's another book. Variable Frequency Drives. Installation and Troubleshooting. If you're working as an industrial electrician, This is very important. This is for how to do condition reporting. When you're going to do like an condition report on a home, electrical inspections. This is a good book right here, Testing Electrical Installations. You want to know what to test, how to test, what it should read, and so on and so forth. Let me see what else I can give you. Electronic Troubleshooting. That's by the author right there. How about this one? This is the Electricians Notebook. I print this out years ago, almost 20 years ago. This is, put it up for you right here. That's the Industrial Electricians Notebook. And this has helped me out so much. And it gives you illustrated diagrams of what you're going to run across as an industrial electrician, how to fix it, how to dissect it, and so on and so forth. Don't worry about this. This is just the tables of some stuff I added to that. But this is like this schematic diagram, 3-phase across the line starter. And here, they said generator voltage regulations. It tells you, and this is all in color. It tells you what's what, and tell you how to wire it up, how to troubleshoot it, and synchronous motor, brushless exciters. See, it just tells you this is a good book. Resistance grounding systems, okay? Y and delta. Semiconductor diodes. It'll tell you just what they're for, how to test them, what causes them to break, to not work properly. Diode test procedures, how to test them, and what readings you should get, what measurements you should get from them. This is a real good book. Transistor test procedures, okay? Inverter principles. VFD fundamentals. This is a good book. But I put this together years ago. This book is almost 20 years old. Been sitting in this binder, and I put it in these sheet protectors right here. So for that. So let me get something else. Just to show you guys. This, a guide to electronic maintenance repairs. That's by circuitry, and we need to kind of do electronic maintenance repair. So if you want to separate yourself from the crowd, get out of the field. If you get tired and you want to advance your knowledge towards electrical, this is some stuff right here. Let me see what else I got here. When I was studying for my license a long time ago, as you see, like some of the dates right here. At 09, I was studying this, just drawing this up. And it's 8:35 p.m. One family dwelling, existing dwelling, 3,000 volt amp deduction. And I drew all of this stuff, man. I was just writing stuff. Let me just show you. I was drawing this, man. I was just drawing stuff in devices or equipments. And I was drawing equipment grounding conductor, calculation of metal box size, motors. This is what I was doing. Just heating and air conditioning. The formula for a voltage drop. Motor calculations. Voltage drop. Transformer calculations. Conductor size. Power factor. Electrical calculations. Shorted open neutral. Motors, neutral size, direct current, combination, sizing junction boxes, 6 and smaller. Okay, angle pulls. I was doing all of that. And panel boards, the calculations for panel boards and U pulls and angle pulls. I drew all of this stuff here. So and that's a straight pull to raceway. That's all I was, when you want to learn, man, you're going to put yourself to it. Again, I tell you, I don't want to offend no one. I'm just trying to show you what I was doing and what I've been doing. I recently did this about a couple of months back. I put this together. I put everything together here, and on some of the codes that don't change. For example, like Introduction to Electrical Fundamentals. I put this here. I just printed it out, put it together, and I just read. I told you already that I like to read, and I put labels on it. Let me see. This is analysis of changes of 2017. That's this part, analysis of changes, and I just read. Man. I do a lot of reading. Dwelling units, garage, and branch circuits. The next one would be definitions and theory and plans. Okay, plan reviews. I put that together. The next one would be services. Just tell you about services. And I just read. Electrical feeders. Just tell me about that. I made sure as an electrician, I say it again, that I was well-rounded and that I am well-rounded. So, feeders. Okay. Branch circuits right here. General wiring. Things like that. Requirements for electrical installations. I just read. Okay, electrical devices. You get what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying. I just read. I go through this whole book and just read, take it all in. So let me move to another one. I don't want to stay too much on here. This is a big book that I put together, and I keep for myself and read. All right. Now, let me get you, before we bring to a close, this is other stuff that I read. I found out about stray voltage. I wanted to know about stray voltage. Okay, so here you go, stray voltage, and I wanted to know. So I put it in this protective folder, and I read about it. So that the importance of electrical predictive maintenance. Yes, sir. I want to know. I want to read these things. So, okay. I want to know also about electric vehicle charging station guidebook, because it's coming to that, y'all. It's 2020. Okay. I also want to know about electrical safety testing, pass and fail. I want to know all about that. Leakage current. I want to know all about that. I do a lot of reading on that. Leakage current. Electrical safety testing reference guide. I want to read all. I'll just be all in these books here and read. Here, how to use my breadboard. When I started out and I was building circuits and I'm teaching my son, I wanted to know how to use breadboards, how to build a circuit, and switches and things. So that's what I use this for, and that's what that's for. That taught me how to use that. Measure electronic waves, how to use an oscilloscope, and that's when I started out a while back too to use that. My glossary of electrical and electronic terms, alphabetically. I got anything idle mode and whatever it is, a jitter. What is a joule? What is a junction diode sensor? That's that. Isolated grounding receptacles, grounds and dirty grounds. So you want to read on these things. Also, capacitors, electrolytic capacitors. It tells you the characteristics of capacitors. You want to read on this stuff here. That's why I did that. And also, how to measure inductance. And you want to read this kind of stuff, resistors and inductance. Okay, man. That's about it. I just showed you a lot of books. Like I said, some of you may get something out of this. Some of you may not get something out of it. But I just thank you guys for watching. leave a comment. You have a question, leave a question. And with that being said, you guys continue to stay safe, stay healthy. And I hope it's pretty soon, hopefully this stuff will be all over with this coronavirus. And until then, guys, take care and peace out.